Welcome to Geeks Corner. I'm Mr. DAPs.
I'm Haley. I'm Katie.
I'm Melanie.
I'm Cameron.
And I'm Murray. I'm so glad I'm here for the 15-year anniversary reunion show.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
We're all back, right?
Yeah, I know. I mean, I've broken off my individual career.
Yeah.
Wait,
You're
what?
the best singing
Thank you. I mean, we were huge in Europe during the time, though. Well done. Wait, what are we talking about?
I thought this was our 6th anniversary show.
I don't know.
6th anniversary show. Do your thing, Cameron. Talk
Hey,
about the
It's
interwebs.
been 6 years. The internet's older than that, but we're not. Join us with the hashtag Geeks Corner, and then we'll talk back at you probably.
Are
Maybe.
you saying Geeks Corner didn't invent the internet?
I
No,
don't
Al
want
Gore
to
did.
confirm origin. Yeah, it was Al Gore. The internet is not a big truck; it's a series of tubes. That reference is way too old for anyone in this room. Hashtag Geeks Corner. Talk to us.
On that note.
Yes, that was beautiful, Cameron. Thank you for doing
Very
that.
proud.
So tonight we thought we would play a game. We
Okay.
have. I know. I did warn you. This was on the order, but you might not know this is coming. We're gonna play a game. Do you remember when each of you first appeared on Geeks Corner?
I do.
And the first person we're going to pick on tonight is me. Anybody remember what the episode number was for the first time I appeared on Geeks Corner? You have to raise
1072.
wrong.
Close.
So that'd be -1 points for Murray. Miss Bailey C can keep points since I don't think Tyler's ready. And okay, that's fine.
Call out. Miss
Episode
Baby is always
0 is my guess.
You're incorrect.
Aw.
ready. 0-1.
That's close enough. It's 001, but
Ah.
that's okay. Yeah, so we're gonna go through everybody, and you have to guess which episode everybody
Episode
was
number?
on. Episode number.
Psychotic
Oh.
episode.
What number are we on
Schizophrenia.
This would be 601. I know, isn't that hard?
It's complicated.
If you can narrow it down to kind of generally when you were first on the show, that counts too.
I don't do math.
now? That math is
Good.
right.
There's no math involved. This is completely arbitrary. Our numbers system makes no sense to me, and I've been doing this for 6 years. Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tells No Tales has a new teaser trailer that came out a couple days ago, Sunday night actually to be precise.
So let's tease it.
Let's tease it. We just watched it before the show started. You can watch it on dapsmagic.com. And we all just watched it. Who wants to lead off and say what they thought about it? Katie does, because she's making weird faces in the corner, so go ahead.
That's what I do every show.
Absolutely.
I thought it was so spooky. It was like spooky pirates. Which
Is
I
it
feel
spooky or is it spoopy?
Oh, he said spooky.
Like he said the
He
thing.
did say that.
Do I get points for that, or
Yeah.
I don't know?
Spooky daps.
Yeah.
Use the hashtag Spoopy Daps with the hashtag Geeks Corner.
That's
Limited
gonna
time
stick with
magic
me
for
for
the
the
month of
next 3
October.
weeks.
Spooky apps.
Hashtag Spoopy Daps.
I'm so glad I said that. Anyway, keep going. What do you think about it?
Spoopy pirates.
Mhm.
They were, which I feel like was a lot of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, was they kind of got spoopy pirates. I don't know why they're still letting me talk and that no one's interrupting me. I don't like what I'm saying.
We're not disagreeing with you yet. What do you think, Melanie?
I don't know anything about the story. I'll be honest, I don't really know where to look right now because the camera is so much smaller than I'm used to. Like, I know where I'm supposed
There used to be a
looking,
big square
but
thing
I'm
up
like,
there.
It's somewhere. I feel like I don't know the storyline at all, but is it Javier Bardem?
Mhm.
Is he the okay? His character for me looks or is like very similar to Davy Jones.
I was
Like,
thinking that too,
the
actually.
timbre of his voice.
But he
and
drools more.
the way
He's
that he
drooling that black
talks.
stuff.
Well, yeah, he's.
I think that's just like pure death,
he is
like coming out of his mouth.
He's drooling
totally
death.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I,
so-
I thought he was underwater. And
Well, then wouldn't
But
that
the
other
same
guy-
Thing, that's the same thing with Davy Jones, though.
Yeah.
He's underwater and with the tentacles, and so there's something I don't know. I do think it is spooky. It's like a new kind of scary vibe, which I'm all about. I'm for like a new experience with pirates, but I want a different kind of villain if they're gonna go a different direction. I would like I hope that there's more spookiness and not just like.
Do you think with that actor, it's going to be automatically more creepy, though? Because I think everything he does is creepy.
Well,
Like, he's
I
got
think
that
Bill Nye
weird...
is kind of creepy, so.
I thought he was just kind of like, I don't know. I wasn't scared of him.
No.
Bow ties, right?
No, I just always picture him like in Love Actually singing.
See, and that's just
Christmas is over.
that's just funny and random and crazy old man. Whereas this is really like, I feel like Javier Bardem, is that his last name?
No, I see what
I feel like he's always kind of that creepy, you're gonna slit my throat in 5 seconds guy. Like I think of James Bond. Was that Skyfall?
Yes.
Skyfall. Oh yeah, Tyler and I went opening nights and we watched the theater explode. It was great. What was our first time in the enhanced? They had the enhanced sound in IMAX or whatever, so it was a great experience. But he just always has that little bit more of like a you don't know what he's gonna do, unpredictability, creepiness to him. What do you think of the trailer?
I never saw the last Pirates, so I feel like if there was any context,
But there were
that
mermaids
would've-
in it.
I know. I know.
We're
I'm a
we're gonna
disappointment.
fix this soon.
Yeah, so like if I had seen
It's
that,
right over
I
there.
would feel like better about like.
I don't know if it actually connects in any way.
But like,
I mean, it might be just a remake.
I was gonna say, I think though, even those of us who have seen it, like, I don't really remember. Like, I feel like they kind of wrapped it up, and then they're like, actually, we're gonna do 3 more. So I don't think I don't think you'll.
Because
Well, and I don't know where it really connected anything. It was just kind of like, let's throw a Pirates movie into something and whatever, and throw mermaids in it to it.
I'm curious how much Captain Jack's actually going to be in this film.
And Will Turner.
Yeah, that's what I
Right.
was gonna say.
Because, I mean, the
He's not
reference
in
that they're
it at all.
looking for him.
Yeah, he is.
He is.
He's in
he's
the
credited.
cast list.
Yeah. I have a feeling they're going to kind of pull the old bait and switch and have him just at the end, and then, like, and it's done, they're going to be back for the next film.
Yeah.
So Star
So you're
Wars
saying
The
it's
Force
episodic?
Awakens.
Maybe. They're going to be standing with
Hmm.
a robe and standing on a cliff and not say anything.
that sounds really innovative.
Yeah, right?
So they're stealing a little bit from Star Wars, a little bit from Star Trek, and then just making it all pirate themed.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Add swords and dreadlocks.
We'd love to know what you think of this Pirates of the Caribbean
Use the
trailer.
hashtag
You can
spooky
just let him
daps.
go. Let's see if he comes over here. We have a dog in the studio tonight. It's my dog,
Yay.
Skipper. Here he comes, maybe. There he is. It's been a long time since he's been on the show, but we thought we'd throw him in. If you're listening to the podcast, we apologize. You can't see him, but
There's
you can
the
go watch
dog.
the show.
You
And
can hear
he's-
the jingling.
He's the cutest.
He is 14 years old. Is that amazing?
He's the best.
What's his first episode?
What was 15 years old? That's right. He is old. I don't know what his first episode was. I didn't actually look up that one. But
Well, what's his first episode in dog years, though?
very, very good question. Miss Bailey C threw us a meme as we've become accustomed to the last few
I
weeks.
can't
It
read
says, when you realize Geeks Corner is 6 years old and you've been hosting the entire time. Completely accurate.
10
Yeah.
points.
I don't actually remember when that picture was taken. In fact, I don't know when that picture was taken, but did you take that picture?
No.
That was
Do you not remember?
Do you remember?
This was like 2 days ago?
This was Sundays with
Oh,
Yeah.
is this when you were
Yes.
doing the video thing? That I was.
Yeah.
So it was a video, not
Nope, this was a picture. Somebody took a picture. Right?
No, this was
Well,
in
clearly
Sundays with
somebody
Daps.
did take a picture.
Oh, it was in it. It was in it.
It was in Sundays with
I
Daps.
remember the
Oh.
video. I just didn't remember the picture.
Miss
So
Bailey
that's
C being resourceful with screenshots.
Oh, so good.
that's good. That's great. Another movie that's coming out is The Lion King. It'll be live action, and it'll be done, I'm assuming, by the entire production team that just did The Jungle Book. So Jon Favreau and company, and Disney's helping out with that as well. What do we think about first making a live action Disney musical that's The Lion King? Second, what do you think about lions talking?
Well,
Because honestly, like when I first read this, the first thing I thought of was the lion in Disney's Animal Kingdom talking to me as I went around. Like,
Hey, how's it going? Enjoying your day?
well,
Yeah.
like he's never even
Did you
half.
get churro? They're good.
They're good.
Yeah, it'd be like Narnia, but I wasn't overly impressed with Narnia, so that's the problem.
but were you
like
more
Jungle
impressed
Book.
with Jungle Book?
Yeah,
That was
Okay,
wolves
so
and
it'll be-
snakes,
Same idea,
bears.
right?
So
Yeah.
just
But
add
they
them.
didn't-
But lions.
but they didn't
They
look
have
like if I
tigers and
touched
bears,
them,
and
my
now we're
hand would go
backtracking
through
for the
them.
lions.
Yes.
There's no people in Lion King.
There's no people in Lion King. That is true.
So how is it?
Just like there's
Live
no
action.
Yeah, I
dogs in
think-
America.
They're gonna
would
have a
I would
tree.
defend-
That's basically completely be computer animated.
Yeah, I think we need to like rework live action
Redefine?
as a phrase, because if there's nothing live about it, it really should just be like
Yeah.
CGI.
So, can they keep the same voices? Because Jeremy Irons has to be Scar, and James Earl Jones has to be Mufasa.
That would be pretty
But it's
amazing.
not going to be the same.
I bet they recast it
Nathan
though.
Lane-
Yeah, probably.
No.
So who do you think they should cast as Mufasa?
Ooh.
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
No,
For the
he
entire
does not have the power.
Really?
For the entire cast.
The gentleman who played George Washington could do it. What's his name?
Chris Jackson.
Chris Jackson. He could do
Lafayette.
Mufasa.
But seriously, who do you think they'd really cast?
Morgan Freeman.
I could see that actually. Please no.
I could see him doing something for the sake of promotion and having the name associated, like doing Sam Jackson as Scar or something
Oh
like
my
that, which would not work out well in my opinion.
I don't know.
Are you sure Scar would still be a guy?
Yeah, he would have to be because of line hierarchy. It's all about being the king. So unless they're gender swapping the entire show, they can't really do that.
Why would they do that?
Which
They
I
could
would like
just
to
gender
see.
I would
swap
watch
one.
it too.
Maybe they'll be Lion Queen.
All right, so how about Timon? who would you cast as Timon?
Josh Gad.
I was
Oh,
gonna say.
yeah.
That's
I
the
feel like
Disney
that's
go-to
almost
boy.
too obvious,
Yeah.
but yeah. No, and then Pumbaa?
Pumbaa. Who would?
Uh,
John Rathensberger.
wait, what did you say the last name?
John Ratzenberger.
John Ratzenberger.
Ratzenberger.
Rath-
Wrath of
But
Khan.
But we all know who he meant.
Thanks, Haley.
We did.
Alan
Haley for
Tudyk
the
just
sake.
needs to be in it because he's in.
Alan Tudyk, he could
He
do
could
anybody.
be, he could be Timon. Actually, that would be
He would
really
do-
fun.
He would
They
actually do a
probably
good
would.
Scar too.
Yeah, I
he
could see
would
that
do a very
too.
good
You
Scar.
could literally pick like he could honestly do probably the entire.
So the thing they
cast.
did with Jungle Book though is they grabbed pretty big name actors from like the 80s and the 90s, and other than a couple of them, and then they threw them into the movie as voice actors. So taking that context instead of modern day big name, who would you pick? Like they
Literally
were
everyone in the
still
original
big, but that's true.
I think without a doubt, Benedict Cumberbatch needs to be Scar.
Oh, Scar?
See, he could do that.
That would be
But
amazing.
he would have to motion capture the entire thing. You know that, right?
That would be
Like,
even
He
better.
would break his own arm so he could walk with a limp.
I know.
Like,
I feel like now we need to talk about Sherlock, but we're not going to
No, Andy
tonight.
Serkis.
Andy Serkis. He's all the wildebeest
At the same time.
at the same time.
Perhaps
I don't
the
know who
most
does it.
important question is who would be Simba?
Simba. That would be the no name. That would.
And Taylor
Yeah.
Thomas.
Yes.
He's grown up. He's the adult one now.
No, the original voice of Nemo, since he's an adult now.
Yeah, you can do anybody.
Oh, wait. I'm still back. I'm back to Benedict.
Back to Benedict. It's a new
I
show.
feel terrible.
Hashtag.
I'm feeling terrible because I can't remember his name. But Watson, the guy who plays Watson,
Yes.
could be Zazu.
Martin Freeman. Oh, that would be
Oh, Zazu.
amazing. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, we can.
Although,
continue.
wouldn't you cry a little bit when Mufasa died?
Well,
Like, that would make that even worse, I
no,
feel like.
because
Spoiler alert.
my Benedict.
So rude.
You want him to die? Miss Bailey C says, fun fact, half the time I use screenshots from Sundays with DAPs, Excited Murray is a screenshot,
That's true.
which is perhaps the best meme ever.
That
I thought
is.
she came here and like snuck pictures of us.
I thought she did too, but I don't know.
Robert Downey Jr. I'm gonna throw in for Zazu. I think he'd be fun for that.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. Because his Sherlock voice would be a good Zazu voice.
What about Rafiki?
Oh,
That's a really good question.
Jackie
Rafiki.
Chan. It would be Jackie Chan. It would absolutely be Jackie
The
Chan.
guy, the
If
guy
this
that
is
plays
like
Lightning
actually
in
the cast,
They could owe us some money. Is what it is.
I'll take my cast.
I was gonna say we can all put casting director beside our name.
It could be the guy that plays T'Challa, the Black
Sorry?
Panther.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He would be very good for that.
Sure.
So just take all the Avengers and make them voices.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
haven't mentioned like Chris Evans.
What about Eddie Murphy? I feel like he's going to get pulled into one of these movies at some point.
Yeah.
It'll be the live action.
Huh?
He would be one of the hyenas.
he could be a
How about a
high.
live action Haunted
He's trying to revive his career, it seems like, isn't he?
You've never done that. That would be
Yeah,
amazing.
they have the Eddie Murphy.
I have really high hopes for that.
That's
There's no way they'd
sarcasm.
mess it up.
No, it'd be beautiful. Boop, boop. Let's talk about something good now.
Good segue. That was,
I don't know. I just felt like we were going down a rabbit hole or something. Another trailer
We've
that...
already done that.
Yeah, that's coming.
Live action.
Actually, before we get to the next segment, I think we should show another video. What do you think?
Yeah.
So,
Great.
Cameron set up this video since it was your brainchild and you made it happen. And
Okay.
I don't know how to do this, so you're going to.
So we had an
I don't
idea.
actually know how it fits into the show, but that's okay.
If you ever watch any
Oh, this one.
documentaries on television, there's a famous man by the name of David Attenborough, who's like the nature documentarian, and I had the idea of what if Mr. DAPs?
Did you actually say it like 3 times?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a dead-on impression.
Just checking.
of myself.
Okay, go ahead.
While there are many creatures deserving of the title of fascinating, there is one particular subspecies of penguin certainly worthy. This singular creature hails from the frigid northernmost regions of the Americas, but has left such temperate climes to travel south and now leads a cross-species collective mutually beneficial for survival. Today we observe one of the rarest, most unique, most inspiring creatures. The DAPs in his native environment. Let's watch. Remarkable. The DAPs, much like its penguin cousins, tends to travel in a community, waddling around familiar paths. It differs, however, by surrounding itself with colorful, oftentimes outrageous characters. This herd, or geek cluster as they are known in scientific communities, are tight-knit and capable of great feats of silliness. Now, if you look here, it's amazing to actually see what the DAPs is capable of. Notice how he uses tools of his environment to focus in as though he is actually part of the focal point. And notice now, nowhere near a mountain on the other side of the landscape. He's taking a photo of it. It's absolutely remarkable how he uses indigenous tools. Notice now, he deletes these captured images almost immediately until the perfect one has been acquired. Possibly for mating ritual, for cultural purposes. Either way, it is known to be effective. Beautiful. We invite you now to hear the majestic call of the DAPs. Listen closely.
Welcome to Geeks Corner. I'm Mr. Daps.
Yes, this rare flower of the animal kingdom remains a mystery, but we accept it for what it is. A geeky creature.
I don't even know what I just saw.
Katie has literal tears.
So do you want to explain?
I think I broke Katie.
It happens like once a month. We're fine.
No, I don't need to explain it. I really don't.
I don't know what just happened. I disavow any knowledge of this segment whatsoever. There'll be more, though, in the future, right?
Apparently.
Yeah. Let us know what you thought. I don't even know what was the segment called?
I didn't come up with a name. I just made it.
I think Bailey say
Geeks in the Wild. That's what it was called.
hashtag wild Mr. Daps.
Wild Mr. Dabs.
Geeks in the Wild.
Geeks in the Wild is more journalistic. We can move forward with that.
Geeks in the Wild. It'll.
Hashtag Geeks in the Wild. Hashtag Spoopy Daps. Hashtag Geeks Corner.
This just
And
got
then you have
so
no room to write a
confusing.
Yeah.
I don't think hashtags don't.
Everybody just keep.
They should just let hashtags be like not counted against you.
Pictures don't count.
Fantastic Beasts have a new trailer that came out last week. I'm gonna let Melanie lead off with this because you're a resident Harry Potter person and you're wearing the shirt.
I am.
What do you think of the trailer?
I am thoroughly excited. It's a little saddening to know that that's the last little bit that we're going to see before.
Why would you tell us that?
No.
I had hope for more.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It's not going to happen. That was
Oh.
the last one.
Okay.
Although I do feel like it was almost like too much. Like they showed a lot more to like the story arc.
And it was long.
It was long, and
That's actually why we're late, everybody. Sorry.
That's yeah. But I don't like reading a lot before I see a movie or watching too many of the trailers. Like when Star Wars came out, I didn't want to watch all the like behind the scenes stuff or like what was being released because I like just going into the movie and kind of being surprised. So I thought it was great. I'm excited to learn more about each of the characters and each of the characters or the creatures. I do have a little bit of a concern now that they're showing the creatures more, that they're a little bit cartoony. And so
I thought digital when I was...
Yeah.
They kind of had that CGI thing and not in the Jungle Book Lion King way.
Right, yeah. So that I'm a little bit... I hope that's not what takes us out of the storyline. I do love that this is kind of almost like an origin story for, like, wizards in America. Like, it's not how they became wizards, but it's, like, how the wizard movement, like, they kind of... It's, like, this, like, freedom movement for wizards in America. So, I like that. I'm excited to see that.
I'm glad to see that people from Hunger Games are still getting work. I mean, I would agree. I think the creatures, for being the title important thing, looked a little weak.
Do you think that's a rendering thing though? Because they've got what, a month and a half?
Yeah, it might be
before it comes out.
Maybe.
I'm most excited about the little Muggle man. That is the most fascinating aspect of the story to me. And that's what I'm most excited to see, because obviously he's has some kind of relationship with a witch, which I'm glad they're highlighting, and I'm glad that a Muggle is taking the forefront of the story. So it makes me happy.
Are you excited for this?
No,
No, not your thing at all.
I don't care yet, so no.
Is that because of the trailers, or is that because you're just not a Harry Potter yet because we haven't watched all the movies?
Correct.
That's what I thought.
Fair enough.
You're up.
I'm excited. Ooh.
Excited you were.
Yeah, that's where I went
Yeah.
too. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, we got Yoda on the show tonight. Thank you.
Wouldn't you guess?
Blue and green, they're close, you know.
I'm really excited. This just looks like so much fun, and it's exciting to get to delve back into the Harry Potter universe and
You said
movies.
delve.
We really need to have those cards, but
Thank
go ahead.
you. But yeah, I'm just really, and this trailer made me more excited. I'm also very, it's kind of saddening that's the last thing we're going to see, but I'm also excited because it means they're not going to give anything else away, hopefully. But I'm excited. I think this is going to be really fun.
I did have another. I feel bad. I'm very excited about it. I need to leave with that, but I feel like there was a lot in there, so there was more for me to critique about it. But I remembered how hard Eddie Redmayne can be to understand sometimes, and I remember in Theory of Everything, there was so much of what he said that I was like, I mean, I know Stephen Hawking was difficult to understand, but it like the way that he's not very, like he doesn't, his diction's a little bit wonky, and so there's one line that he says, and it's on Newt Scamander, and he says something about a creature, and I have no idea what he said. I've watched the trailer
I have a feeling that's going to be a plot device,
multiple
though.
times.
Like, they'll probably use that. All the Americans are going to be like, what?
yeah.
So it's a Donald Duck moment.
You're referencing things I don't know.
Donald Duck, the gimmick was you can never understand him.
I didn't know that was the gimmick. I understand.
He's
I understand
stuck,
him
apparently.
perfectly. I don't see the
I
problem
don't
there.
get
Have
it.
you never seen any of the old cartoons where
Yeah, very
there's even one where the
well-spoken
reoccurring gimmick is what did he say? What did he say?
Yeah, no, I got it. I don't see the problem here.
Okay, so Cameron's not going to enjoy this movie because he understands everything.
Wow. Okay.
Just saying. Who knows? Any other final thoughts on Fantastic Beasts? I know you'll definitely see it opening night. I will too.
I'll go.
I'll go.
But are you excited about
Go
it?
If you're just, I'll go.
Well, no. Like, is it an I'll go or is it I'm going?
I'll go because I enjoy the company and I'm sure I'll enjoy the film. But it's
That's
not
not very
like
reassuring,
oh
is
my
it?
goodness, I need to go.
It's all right.
She's oh my goodness, I need to go. So this half of the room is oh my goodness, I need to go. This sixth of the room is I need to watch all the movies so I can see what's going on. And then you guys,
Popcorn. Popcorn.
You want the popcorn. What do you think, Murray?
Popcorn?
I love
Yeah,
There's
popcorn.
popcorn?
Yeah.
And they just want the popcorn, so that's totally
Now
fine.
I'm really going.
So very quickly,
Okay.
let's go down the line.
Very.
And can you remember your first appearance? It was cheating because I've been here since the beginning, and nobody else has. This is weird. Remember the first appearance on Geeks Corner? What's your guess? Miss Bailey C is going to keep track, by the way.
It was 15 years ago, right?
To this day.
Yes.
To this day.
Yes.
Is that your guess? Okay. The answers will be coming.
It was a warm summer evening. I just finished my studies abroad.
Okay.
You know what was great when you were talking about that? As you started talking, Skipper is sitting right down there, just out of camera shot. And he looks at Cameron for the first, like, 1.5 to 2 seconds. And then he goes,
Good boy, Skip.
and he just looks away. He's like, this guy's... So, when...
I'm gonna guess episode 440.
440 is your guess. Do
It's
you want to
right
make a
in
guess on what episode number? For you.
For me?
Yeah, you guess your own episode.
202. I don't know.
202. So remember your number because the answers will be coming. I actually remember your number off the top of my head, but
Yeah, and I
I'm
know
not
I
gonna
like
tell.
saw mine, but mainly like Tyler looked it up for me, so I don't
No.
remember. I think it's 300 something.
300,
I'll go with 59.
359, an impossible number on Geeks
An
Corner.
impossible number on Geeks Corner. Well
Because
done.
we only go up to 52 each
52.
year.
'Cause we-
Do you want to try
Wait, what?
349?
Sure.
349.
I thought I saw a 9 somewhere.
Tyler, what was your first episode?
Well, I already know it. 'Cause,
Okay, you cheated, you don't count. Do you remember what it is?
Cheating if you told us to look it up?
Season 3.
Well, I didn't
episode
warn you. That's what I
have
was
you.
using it for, so I didn't know if you remember. Do you remember your
I'm
first
trying to do
episode?
math. I think
There's not, though.
503.
503, and what do you think, Melanie?
I'm doing some math.
You can do your math.
So it goes. So it goes by
It's
the year.
1 through 52,
then-
depending on the week. So last week was 552,
And this is 601.
and today is 601.
Because that's how numbers work.
Then how are you?
Yeah, I don't like that.
It was the very first episode.
That'd be one of
Yeah, like.
yeah, they
Alright.
No, 101 was a year later.
So last week was
How do you measure
552.
Measure a year?
Just let it go.
101 was our first anniversary.
Also
This
a
was before
Dalmatian.
Pragmatic Haley was here, so you would have had
If
better numbers.
I would
otherwise.
actually understand our numbering system then.
You've been like, no.
I like, what was your number?
It's not moving.
503.
Find the picture.
Yes. Okay. I'm gonna guess. Were you before me? No, you were after me.
It was a Tuesday.
Yes, it was a Tuesday. Actually,
No, I'm gonna go.
Up until 2 years ago, it wasn't.
Good about
But
it.
for her.
what do you think?
I'm going 503. I think
503, you said 503
the
also.
lady blue over here.
349?
Yeah.
440.
Can I change mine?
Yeah, well, I don't remember what you said, so
202. I forgot the numbering system. I'm gonna say 102.
102. Okay, so everybody remember your number. Haley is going, or Miss Bailey C is going to remember what you guys said and tell you who's right.
Is that like your
And
Do I have a range?
time?
nope, because we're going to show you right now when you. Hey there, I'm Mr. DAPs.
And I'm Johnny 5.
Johnny 5.
Yeah.
Johnny,
Johnny 5.
why'd you come up with Johnny 5? Or how'd you come up with Johnny 5?
I'm Johnny, and I got a 5 on my AP Calculus exam, so I figured Johnny 5 just kind of.
And this is Geeks Corner, so
Hey, why not? And who are you?
I'm Hallie.
Why are you here?
I'm not really sure.
Everyone else is sitting over there.
Yeah, I'm new.
You're in my spot.
we didn't even have to snap her here.
No,
That's amazing.
she's in my spot.
So we had a few requests for a geek girl.
She's in my spot. She's in my spot.
Sorry, do you want me to do a little more in your spot? Here we go.
I'm Murray the Bellhop.
Yes, you are. Why are you Murray Bellhop today? I'm just
'Cause-
kidding.
I'm always Murray the Bellhop.
When
Yes,
did you get there?
are.
And I'm Tyler.
What?
Wait, who?
Tyler.
What are you doing here?
Did we?
It looks
Where's
like
your, put that hat on. You look weird. You must wear hats. Blue Bear wore it. You'll be fine.
You wear a hat.
Put the hat on. That's.
Remember when people used to like watch the show and record their I liked that. Can we get more of those? Can pause the video right now. Stop it. Stop it. Just stop it.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
And I'm Sarah.
We're different tonight.
I feel like I'm more to the right. To the left.
You're somewhere.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
To the right, to the left.
So we are joined by Sarah tonight, and she's going to sit in the middle seat, and that's the place of honor, really, isn't it?
Yes.
Because originally that was a spot we reserved for John Lasseter,
Mm-hmm.
but clearly he isn't here yet, so we have Sarah.
We've been waiting.
How does it
for a
feel to
while.
replace John Lasseter?
Think you got enough space?
Yes, I do.
Okay, feels good, I hope.
Feels good.
Okay, great. Anyway, without further ado, we're going to invite Haley and Tyler to talk about Dapper Day.
Wait, how many? Okay.
Too many.
How many Haleys are there? There was one last week. There's one that watches our show.
This is Haley, and how do you know this guy?
He's my boyfriend.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Welcome to Geeks Corner. I'm Mr. Daps.
And I'm Johnny Five.
And I'm Haley.
And I'm Cameron.
Welcome to Geeks Corner, the only show that doesn't rely on lightning hitting a chord at the exact moment we start. I'm Mr. Daps,
I'm Haley.
And I'm Cameron.
And I'm Katie.
our barista.
That's me.
Tonight is our coffee night, and we are also...
Wait, you gotta come back with me to the future. We've gotta get back to 2015. Everyone, come with me.
We're here.
What?
This is 2015.
Oh.
Do you want coffee?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's good.
All right.
All right. Welcome to Geeks Corner, the only show powered by the Great Pumpkin. I'm Captain Daps.
I'm Maddie.
I'm Calvin.
I'm Osgood.
I'm Spider-Man.
I'm Roger Rabbit.
I'm Han Solo.
And I'm Old Ben Kenobi.
We did things.
So who got their number right?
Katie.
Katie wins. You were the only one to get it right. Is that
I
correct?
can do math.
Yeah, but you knew it was. Say what?
We're conscientious objectors. to
Who
math.
got closest next? I'm just out of. Were you next?
Yeah. Here's what you were. With
Murray
like
was
a
next?
number. Yeah, so he's next.
8 episodes off, but it was. Oh, he was under because he said 102, right?
Yeah.
And it was
Price is Right
110.
rules? Yeah.
Price is Right rules.
Price
You're
is
you're second
You
place.
did the $1 vote.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Who was third?
Oh.
Melanie like shot miles over hers.
Because there's something that happens in your brain when you do something that you wish that you didn't. You
Is
forget.
that why I can't remember anything?
Also, there's like someone that was on the show that's not here anymore, and she's here, so that's a little spooky.
Who what?
Well, if you know the episode, there's.
If you know the episode.
I do know the episode. I lived it.
Fake fan.
I lived it. It's
Poser. I bet that bow ties a clip on.
Only geeky
Gone.
kids remember. Shave the beard.
Next year will be what was Cameron's last episode.
Oh, poor Cameron. You'd let us shave his beard, right? Okay, that's a yes. That's good.
She didn't say no.
I don't think so.
You know he has a bet that he might lose his beard.
And I get to choose
I never agreed to this bet.
It's okay.
Yeah, you did.
I don't have.
You're
we all did
complicit.
You imposed a bet upon me.
Everybody who thinks Cameron is part of this bet, raise your hand.
It's one. I like the one that
It doesn't matter. Just raise your hand anyway. See, everybody but Cameron raised their hand.
Skipper's on my side.
No.
Skipper doesn't have a hand to raise. It's okay. He's a
so
dog.
He's
okay,
automatic
Skip.
out.
So one of the things that happens very frequently is we get requests for I don't know why we get requests for this.
Terrible idea.
To be completely honest, I have
really not
absolutely
a bad
no
idea.
clue why we would ever humiliate ourselves with music. And yeah, exactly. What you want to do a different song? That's okay.
It's just one request. And it's Laura's mom.
It's
Over and over.
He's like, all right, stop asking. I'll do it.
so every like 6 years or something, we can do one song. And the great thing that we're going to do tonight that won't be so great, I almost guarantee, is we don't actually know what this song is going to turn into.
We don't.
No.
So we've picked a song beforehand, so we know the chord structure, but what comes out of Cameron's mouth, we don't know.
Yikes.
We never do anyway, though, so.
We
So-
also don't know what's going to come out of the keyboard. as well.
We have no clue what's going to come out of the keyboard, but that's okay. And you should also note that if you look at the hashtag Geeks Corner, Miss Bailey C put what people's guesses were and what their actual
Thank you for
episodes
actually
were.
calling- I've already
So,
forgotten.
what's the name of this song, Cameron?
Get geeky, I guess.
I guess.
Let's
See
do
what
it.
it started out.
Yeah,
This is a terrible idea.
Yeah, is this the right song?
Sure. When I find myself
Louder.
in times of geekiness, Mr. DAPs comes to me, playing on his guitar. Get geeky. And in my hour of darkness, it's okay, cause we've got lighting fixtures now.
And mics.
Speaking about some geekiness, let's get geeky. Get geeky. Get geeky. It's you and me and then a bunch of other people as well. It's time to do the show. Let's get geeky.
You know the verse?
Let's talk about something we should do tonight. Maybe have some snacks.
Okay.
Snacks would be real cool.
Or cookies.
If we could find them.
We hide them.
Well, if there were snacks hidden, they'd probably be right under me.
How did I know?
Like this big old box of donuts. Get geeky. Donut time. Donut time. Happy 6 years, Geeks Corner.
We need to get a picture of that.
It's Geeks Corner. Geeks Corner time. These words made out of donuts, guys. Happy 6 years, Geeks Corner. That's the song, so we're gonna eat some donuts now.
After we Instagram
Donuts.
We'll Instagram them first and keep the dog away from
Yes,
them.
keep the dogs.
That is all the time we have for tonight. We hope you've enjoyed our first episode of season 6, which might be season 7. We don't know. But for now, we will see you around the corner.